My 11 Circle presents Cricbuzz Live. Well, India have set New Zealand some sort of a challenge. Maybe batting them out of the game would have been a totally different story, but 163 for 3 at the end of the 20 overs when a platform was certainly set for what is a par score at Mount Maunganui in the region of the late 190s. Rohit Sharma 60 of 41 before he limped off with that hamstring issue. KL Rahul, as always, among the runs, 45 of 33. He'd be disappointed not to have gone on. And Shreyas Iyer, strange sort of strike rate there, 33 not out of 31. Pretty much batting through the innings, but not managing to change gear towards the latter half of the innings. 163 for 3. And Tim Southee, the super over specialist in India's favour, once again ensured that not only would India get a few more runs to play with, but one of our studio guests, thanks to Southee, and of course his own deduction powers, was going to be on the My 11 Circle expert couch. Joy?
I mean,
Tim Southee's couch as much as yours?
We hear every day. We hear every day and he comes and just takes it away. I mean, not happy.
Just complete, utter luck and Southee bowling length. Southee bowling length, I think, is the magic thing. I mean, how a bowler of his class, I mean, you know, we're talking about this.
Never have a career in showbiz.
Why?
If you're in showbiz, it's a rocked it, man. I just cracked it. Yeah.
But you'd have to say, I mean, I know there was a debate, as usual, tongue-in-cheek debate in commentary, where if this match goes to another super over, does Southee bowl it again? And they were saying, yeah, he's got to. He's 1 of 6, doesn't matter. He's the only one.
No, he doesn't.
But in reality, he doesn't.
No, Kuggeleijn bowls it. But look, we're already talking. There's 20 overs to go. We're talking super over. I just wonder if it slowed down a little bit. Would be very interesting to hear what Shreyas Iyer thinks of the pitch. Because at one point, he was moving more than the ball was. He was moving, and they kept pitching short. I think they figured out a template to bowl to Shreyas Iyer now. They bang it in short, get the ball about this high. He probably doesn't have the shots yet to counter that. But I wonder if it started slowing down, because the set batsmen, that's Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul, while they were in, look at 8.83. I'm just trying to see where KL Rahul got out, and that was over number 12. He got out at 11.3. So even that 7.11 is a little skewed towards the early half, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once KL Rahul got out, the next 15 balls produced 10 runs, which leads me to suggest that it's not easy to get in and score runs quickly.
Also, if you look at the 64 and the 46 in those two segments, the fact that India have lost 1 wicket each in that is an indication that they haven't really collapsed, but they've slowed down.
Yeah, I mean, assume even a second wicket. Assume that even, you know, for all practical purposes, Rohit was out. When he was out of it, the question is that, you see, what happens in these is that if you have wickets in hand, you can afford 1 or 2 bad overs. You just take a look at this. Exactly after Rahul got out, your 13th over, you've taken just 3 runs. 14th over, you've taken 2 runs, okay? 17th over, you've taken 9 runs. 18th over, you've taken 3 runs. And 19th over, 6 wickets in hand, you've taken just 5 runs. Now the question is, with those kind of numbers at that point in time, when you have wickets in hand, these are very understandable numbers if wickets are tumbling. But with wickets in hand, these look strange numbers. You are allowed that occasional 1 over off because Rohit is not sure of whether he'll bat or not. But you know, having 4 or 5 overs like this is what cost India.
Yeah. It certainly did. And remember, you're talking about a team who have decided to bat first. What to sort of set that template right, that we can actually bat first in occasions when we are asked to bat first, having lost the toss, and then set a good total. So forget the 4-0. This should be looked at in isolation.
Look, if the track is indeed slowing, then this might be a much better score than we think it is. At the moment, we think it's slowing based on the batsman's reaction to what it is. The other thing is, today's Rohit Sharma, well, it's not Rohit Sharma as captain. So you'll have to wait and see who is captain. Virat Kohli's style is to play 6 fast bowlers in the first 6, bring Washington after that. I wonder if they'll go with Washington straight away, saying while the track is what it is, let's prevent the new ball from going for runs, because they'll come hard at the new ball.
Also because we saw in the last couple of games, we were doing a few numbers with Washington Sundar, and we did prove through the numbers that when he bowls outside the power play, it's a definite difference between him bowling in the power play, and it happened the last game as well. So
not only that, if as Harsha said, this is a worn track. This is a track that is worn. This is the best time to take advantages, because see, again, look at this total. In today's one-day parlance, you don't defend 163. You take wickets. You cannot defend the score. It's not large enough for you to say, let's sit back and let them make the mistakes. You have to, Al-Mane, do something different. Change the game, attack with off spinners, do whatever else. But you cannot play the script straight if you're anywhere 20 runs below 200.
Joy, the Gurgaon effect is showing.
Why?
Here's a man who speaks English a certain way, proper Bengali. He said, Mane.
Mane is my standard thing.
You are now
I say it all the time now.
That's not a Gurgaon effect. That's
That's a Calcutta effect.
Calcutta
Is it?
effect.
Mane is a Calcutta effect.
And it's key for Saurav Ganguly and Mane for Joy. Mane key or both together.
I thought Eta Ki was the only thing that ended in Ki.
Itaki is a Japanese striker. Don't make fun of him.
Yeah. And if it's Chinese, it's Corona. But we won't enter into that.
Corbona. This is Corbona.
No, Corbona, but Corona is like, yeah, you do say that, but yeah. Let's not go into that because there's enough of it flying around the internet. Not the virus, the actual jokes.
Corona pyar hai. It's a bad one actually for people who are,
Terrible one to enter.
for people who are struggling. No, that's a WhatsApp forward as well. New Shah Rukh Khan. No, it's a bad topic. The people struggling.
Let's
We can't make
change
fun
the
of that.
topic to Rohit Sharma. May not be the happiest topic because what we are trying to figure out, we haven't got any updates yet, is the seriousness of that injury. First and foremost, should he have carried on? Even those 2 or 3 deliveries, was it necessary? Was it him being stubborn and saying, I'm in form, I'll stand and deliver for a while?
Look, I'm surprised. What I'm really surprised by, I didn't see, did the physio come on? Because if the physio came on, the physio, normally the first thing the batsman asks the physio is, will I do any more damage if I continue? And normally the physio says, you won't do any more damage, whatever is done, you can stand and deliver. Or he'd say, get off now. So normally the physio gives that advice. Did he listen to it? What exactly was said is something, we are not privy to.
We won't know because as soon as the physio came on, we saw ads. Well, no, I'm normally on the other side, so I shouldn't be complaining. But I think his feeling was if the track is slowing down, might be tough. I'm
For new
in,
batsmen.
let me slog and get what I can. I can't run between wickets, there's no runner. But can I slog and get what I can? He slogged one, couldn't slog the next 2 and realized it was impossible. I think he's out for a while.
He looks like it, but in terms of the approach from the New Zealand openers, if India do slow the pace down early on, Munro and Guptill like the ball coming onto the bat. So that will maybe play with their minds a little bit.
No, you have to. And I go back again to that. You have to change what is happening with them. Munro likes it, the ball coming on, they're going to try and whack it. They're going to try and attack our bowlers early because that's what they do very successfully. And Munro has done it successfully this series. So the question is, you do not play to their script, not if you have 163 on the board.
How much of the events of 3rd and 4th ODIs will play on New Zealand's mind, or T20s rather? Can they put it out of their
As
mind?
professional athletes, it shouldn't. Because if you're a professional athlete, I mean, you're doing this program, if you had a couple of off days, you still come in and say, I must do well, right? So there's a familiar expression, playing for pride, which I dislike. But inherently an individual's pride saying, look, I'm a professional, I've got a reputation to defend, I've got to go out because that ball does not get me. So from that point of view, they will treat it, as you said, as a one-off and say, let's win a one-game T20 series, a one-off T20 series. So they have to play like that.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, also when they have a situation like this, normally what teams try and do is, if you have what's called a disheartening loss. By a disheartening loss, you mean a loss that shouldn't have happened. And these two are disheartening losses in the sense that they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. So the point is, normally what the management sensible management in this case would be say, just relax, chill, no team meetings, no practice, take it easy for a day, don't bother about it. Do not give it, because to talk over it again now, they know what they've done wrong. There's no point going over and over about it. Just let it be. Come with a relaxed, fresh mind to the next game. Do not bother about this game.
Normally, we don't refer to the second innings when we are having our little mid-show, but I think we'll end with one particular reaction, even before we know what happens, is Washington Sundar has been given the ball first ball up.
I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised. They think the ball is stopping a little bit. He gets a bit of drift with a new ball. They think this is the best time to bowl him. He gets wickets in the power play. The best way to defend 163 is to get 2 in the power play. If you get 3 in the power play, you're laughing. Get 2 in the power play and get them no more than 35 for 2. That would be the plan. So I think from that point of view, that's the thinking behind Washington.
Well, there you go. We'll obviously assess what happens after the event. For now, we did see the possibility. It has happened. What we're not sure about is who actually is the captain who threw Washington Sundar the ball first up. Could it be possibly KL Rahul?
We'll wait and see. I don't know. But these decisions were probably taken earlier. The captain will decide as the game goes along, but this was probably decided together. KL Rahul is the captain. Yeah.
Yes, but it is KL Rahul who will be doing duties from behind the stumps. Not a bad place to be. Certain people have done it for quite a while for Team India. Yeah. But that's all we have on the show. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you all very soon. 10th over will be Cricbuzz Combox. And since the My 11 Circle expert couch is in the safe hands of Joy Bhattacharjya, we will not be trying to punt on that power play score. But it will be important from New Zealand's point of view for them to get a good start and try and erase or exorcise the ghosts of the last two T20 internationals. My 11th Circle presents Cricbuzz Live. We'll see you soon.